Welcome to the first ever podcast of Sauna TV. This is going to be our new segment called Chai Talk, where we invite people over because in my culture, having chai with somebody means you bring them over and you talk for hours. So welcome the first ever guest of Chai Talk by Sauna. We're introducing today Cy Young winner, two-time MVP, and Triple Crown winner, Tarik Skubal.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course,
thanks
man.
For having me.
Of course. Welcome aboard, man.
Yeah,
welcome.
No, this is cool.
So, no secret here. You've sort of grown your name here in Detroit, and it's been kind of this mesmerizing storyline that the Tigers have had, not being in the playoffs for so many years. And then you guys come in and sort of rebuild this entire culture. Like, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to the city? And even just yourself as a player, as a competitor, like, what do you think is the next step, and what's it mean to you guys?
Yeah, honestly, it's an honor just to play a small part in that, of bringing back winning baseball to Detroit. Detroit, I think, is such a good sports town, and to see what the Lions kind of brought back, and then us feed off of it, and the Wings are good, and then you watch what the Pistons are doing now. It's fun to play sports here too. It's fun. It's fun to cheer for each other, but the future is obviously October baseball. And seeing kind of how far we can make a run. Absolutely.
I mean, and you grew up a lot of your time in AZ, right? That's where most of your time is spent.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Cali, and then you moved to AZ, and now you've sort of built your life there. From the outside in, did you ever think Detroit was as crazy as the sports teams ever, kind of made it seem to be, or from the outside in?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what to expect when I was drafted. When I was drafted in 2018, it was kind of going through the heart of the rebuild. I didn't have any expectation. I'm a West Coast guy, so anything East Coast for me, I mean, Detroit's not even that East Coast, but it's East Coast for me. I mean, technically it's Midwest, right? But I'm like, no, that's East Coast. So when I got here, I didn't know what to expect. And then I debuted during the COVID season, and there's no fans.
Yeah.
And that was horrible. And then 21, it was like 30% capacity for the first half. And then the second half, they were allowing fans in, but it was still kind of that eerie kind of vibe. People didn't know what to do. And last year was like my first taste of like, this is Detroit fans, down the stretch for us. Yeah. And our last homestand was a ton of fun. I'll never forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. Any of the teams that you've been to, which one's your favorite games to go to?
Oof. That's a good question. I mean, Fenway's dope. The history there is dope. The fans there are insane too. Like, we've been there and we've been up 9-1, and it's the 8th inning where most people are getting out of their seats trying to beat traffic, right? And I don't blame them. Like, even at home games, if we're getting blown out and it's the 7th inning and fans are like, hey, I've seen enough. It's like, if I were a fan, I'd probably seen enough too and get out of here. But in Fenway, when we're up 8-1, they're on their feet thinking that their team's going to come back. And I'm like, this is a crazy environment. And it's like, I don't even know what month it was last year, but I don't really think they were in it in terms of playoff stuff, but their fans still cared a ton. So that, to me as a player, I was like, this place is, it's special. Not only is the history there, but the fans are great. I think, when we went to San Diego last year, it was in September. That place was rocking for 9 innings. It was everybody on their feet, and I was like, do they know this isn't October yet? And I guess they don't care. So, that was great. Philly this year was really good. We went for a weekend series. The same thing, fans on their feet in the 2nd, 3rd inning. It was a ton of fun to be a part of those, 3 different settings.
Yeah. I mean, especially being in Detroit, I feel like one thing that always lacks is people don't understand the culture here. I feel like what you were saying is where fans are on their feet 24/7. At least from what I am, I'm a diehard hockey fan, right? So Red Wings have always been my number one team. Even when we had this slump of the last 10 years, it's always been games still sell out. And I feel like we're so lucky
LCA
to have those.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever been to a Lions game before you came, but like even then the stadium was still, the stadium was still popping, right? Like now you can't even get a ticket underneath $800 to $1,000. Season tickets are on like a 4 to 5 year wait list. It's so cool to see. I mean, even for me, when I saw the Lions win a playoff game, last year, the streets were packed. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, even we walked outside, we couldn't even leave for an hour because the streets were just so jam packed. And it reminded me of like when the Red Wings were in the playoffs, and now you guys sort of brought this culture back to Detroit where Tigers are getting good, Lions are getting good. Hopefully our Red Wings are going to be, good shortly here, but it's in the Pistons, even them making a playoff push, like randomly. It's all this young core that they've really embraced this nitty gritty style feel of Detroit. and you guys have showcased it so well. It's so cool. So I guess even coming from you, like, what's your favorite moment so far of being a Tigers fan, or Tigers player at least?
I'm a fan too. That's tough. I haven't pitched in a home playoff game yet. I want to. Last year I got 3 road starts, and that's a whole different, beast when you go on the road and you got 50,000 booing you. It kind of shifts your mentality a little bit, but I want to have 50,000 that are cheering for me, and I think there was a time, this year against Cleveland, there was like an 11:35 game or 11:40 game where like it was on a Sunday. I didn't expect anyone to show up. Like, it's 11:40 in the morning. Like, what? There's other things to be doing, I think, or just not even like being awake yet.
For sure.
But there was 40,000, and I just so happened to pitch into the 9th, and it was my first complete game. And when I came back out after the 8th to the 9th inning, I'll never forget those goosebumps. Like, I'm probably going to get them right now. Like, I had 40,000 chanting my name to finish a baseball game, and then with 2 strikes and 2 outs, that was the coolest experience for me, wearing a Tigers jersey for sure.
That's awesome. And then you sort of brought up this idea that you have 50,000 to 60,000 fans booing you, right? And I guess people from the outside in think you guys are just this robots who just play this sport, but deep down you guys have sort of, you guys are human, right? So like, how do you deal with anything that's backlash or hate, or how do you kind of go into those games and mentally prep yourself? Like, is it as easy as it looks, or is it, you just got a job to do and you sort of tune it all out, or what have you done to?
Yeah, I think you feed off of energy in stadiums. At least I do. And it's fun to go into somewhere and ruin their day.
Yeah.
And when I'm pitching,
villain, right?
Yeah, when I'm pitching, I have an opportunity to ruin their day. Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
I start. So it's fun to go on the road and keep the crowd quiet. Honestly, if you don't give them something to cheer for, you can take the crowd out of it being a starting pitcher. So that's something that's pretty unique, I think. And like when we went to Houston, I thought the environment was great last year in Houston, but we also didn't give them much to cheer for because we kept runs off the board. There weren't runners in scoring position. We were winning kind of the game, both games. So that's fun too, to go in there. But back to the point of like, being a human, I mean, it comes with the job a little bit, with what fans say to you and what they'll do. I've said some bad things to fans before. So there's a video that went around after Cleveland start. So it's part of the game. You go out there and compete. Some people cross the line, I'm sure everyone's kind of seen, some things. I mean, I'm sure if I were to go check my DMs right now, I'd have a lot of people saying things to me. Whatever. A lot of that's sports betting too, right?
Right.
But yeah, I think, when you go into a stadium and that environment and you got fans booing you, it really is why you play the game.
Yeah.
You play the game for that environment. That's what you do. That's why you've prepared your whole life. It's why you played Little League, and then you went and played high school, and then you went to college. Like, that's why you do those things, is to get into that environment and play meaningful baseball games.
For sure. And you brought up a good point. I think it was game 2, Cleveland, ALDS, and you, a fan said something to you and you responded to them, and then your mom ended up tweeting something in all caps. I think you told, if I quote, you told a fan, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh yeah.
And then well deserved. Yeah. Is your mom still upset about that? Is she still looking forward?
Yeah. I told her to delete her social media right after that. I called her and I was like, "Hey, you gotta take this down," and she's like, "Well, I just thought you were going to get kicked out." I was like, "No, they're not kicking me out. I wasn't talking to umpires." But the camera, I wish the camera was flipped around.
Sure.
Because I probably had 300 people flipping me off.
Yeah.
And saying something. I just hit a batter too. And like, I really don't try to hit anybody. I throw hard. It hurts. Like, I've been hit with a comebacker. It hurts. Like, I'm not trying to hit anybody. And I hit somebody, and there's a fan above our dugout that was saying some things. So that's kind of how that all happened. And honestly, their dugout was saying things too. And I was like, it was kind of an all-encompassing shut the fuck up, I guess. But
yeah, there you go. Hey.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes you got it. Sometimes
it was fun. It was fun.
Right.
Those fans, when I came out for game 5, that was awesome.
Yeah. That was cool. And now that you sort of set your name in here, that's why, for me, hockey has always been a really cool thing, because when stuff like that happens, there's simple ways to police the game. And you sort of see that with the Tigers or with anybody else when there is dugout fights, like bench clearing brawls. Like, have you been involved in any of these growing up, or have you ever been a part of it yet? Or is that something you're like, I'm ready for, when it does happen? I know you train with our boy Derek at Iron Willed before, so.
Yeah. I think in hockey, there's a more direct way to police the game. Sure. You can just get into a fight, which is great. It's so much fun to watch, I think. In baseball, it's not like I'm looking to start things, but I will always have the guy on my team's back when I'm going that day. So like, say the guy on their mound is, things aren't going his way and he gets upset and hits somebody, right?
Yeah.
I'll handle it by retaliating and doing the same thing, and I think that's just part of having your guys back. I'm never going to try and go hit somebody just to hit somebody.
Yeah.
But if there's a reason to do it, I'll always have my guys back. And I think our team needs to know that, that, hey, our pitchers have our back. So, dig in there and get comfortable and get your swing off, do what you need to do. And that's just part of the game that it gets policed a lot more than it used to. There used to be a lot more of going at guys. Now, if you do it, you get ejected, but there's time and a place for it. If it's early into a game, I'm not going to get ejected because I need to play, right? I'm a starting pitcher. I play once every 5, but the deeper we get into the game, I can kind of settle some things to help, our team out.
Love it. So what would you say if you had somebody's back? Like, who's like your favorite person on the team right now? Like, who's got the biggest personality? Do you have like a right-hand man that you go to for everything? Like, if you're rooming with somebody, who are you rooming with?
Yeah. If I had to room with somebody, it'd be Casey Mize. He's my locker mate. We came up, drafted same year, came up through the minor leagues all together, debuted back-to-back days, have been in the big leagues since, got hurt together, unfortunately, in 22. We both got hurt, so we rehabbed with each other all of 23. And when you get to see a lot of the work and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that fans don't get to see, I guess it just builds that bond and relationship even more. As far as like favorite player on the team, I think that'd probably be Charlie Morton. And it's not because he's got an outgoing personality. It's just like, he's weird and I love it.
Yeah,
he's fun to do. Sure. You never know what you're going to get. Like you say hi to him, you never know what is coming back. It's a ton of fun being around him.
Awesome, man. And you see so many, it's so cool seeing personalities in sports nowadays. I feel like beforehand everyone was this like macho, you kind of have to be media friendly and everything now. And now, especially with the Lions, like you see these crazy touchdown celebrations. With the Tigers, you guys are having multiple personalities. It's awesome. It's really cool to see. So do you do fantasy at all? Like, are you a big football guy?
Yeah. I love fantasy. Fantasy football is like, that's my off season.
That's your off season.
I love it.
Who's your first 3 picks right now?
First 3 picks.
Like on your team, correct?
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, Omarion Hampton, and Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Any Lions players or?
I would have went St. Brown if I had a later pick in the first round, like 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
But I went Lamb, and then Gibbs was gone before me, but I made sure to get JMO a little bit later. So Laporta was taken before I could get him too. So I got JMO, and I need a quarterback. Mine just got hurt, so I'm probably going to pick up JG and hopefully see what happens there.
There you go. So now you're at this point where you can just text them like, I need you guys to get some more points here. Like, start picking it up,
I would never do that. I'm sure they get thousands of messages every day from fans that play fantasy, but it's fun. You're locked in. NFL Red Zone that's the best thing in the world. For 7 hours, it's just football all day. So
it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
One thing I always thought was interesting with baseball was the amount of games. 182 games, right?
62.
162. I'm sorry. 82 is for
if you count
hockey.
Postseason.
Yeah. How does that feel? Like, does that take a toll on the body? I know now, like, how are you feeling with the injury? How does 162 games take a toll on the body? I know you're not playing every single time, but what do you think? Like, how is that?
Yeah, I think, it's a 6-month, if you count spring, it's like 7 months of pitching in baseball. And, obviously just had a little scare. Everything's fine. So, thank God for that. But good. Yeah, I think just as the season goes on, you get a little worn down. I think that's just part of the game. As a position player, I think it's a little bit tougher to feel as good as you did in April because you play every day. Yeah. As a pitcher, as a starter, you kind of have a little bit more time to play with before you go again to get your body ready to go again. But it's the same thing. It's September, it's late. You don't feel like it's April anymore. Or even like June, when the weather starts to warm up in June and your body feels great coming out of some cold weather stuff where maybe you are a little bit more tight than you would be and just weather dependent, right? But yeah, you don't feel the same way. But at the same time, these games start to mean a lot more. So your adrenaline kind of elevates. And once that gets going, like you don't feel a thing. So
yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
Is there a specific routine that you kind of run through every single day? Like what's
I got the
typical
same
game day?
Yeah, I got the same plan. Like I got the same routine for 5 days that I do all year. So for start day, I'll show up to the field about 3 hours before the game. I'll eat kind of the same thing just because I know it's good on the stomach. Sometimes like nerves and anxiety and all that stuff makes it tough to eat. It's just like rice, beans, and chicken. Pretty simple. I know my stomach can handle that. So I'll eat that about 3 hours before the game. I'll have my coffee, like 3 shots of espresso right about 2 hours before the game.
3 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes 4. As the season goes on, it's turned into just 4, like not 3 as much anymore.
Yeah.
And then I kind of start my routine 2 hours before the game of like getting my body ready to go, hot tubs, moving around in the weight room, seeing the trainers, all that stuff. And then I head outside about, 40 minutes before the game.
Yeah.
Bands, plyos, play catch, get off the mound. And I have it all like slotted out in 10-minute increments just to make sure I'm on time
for
first pitch, go pitch, however it goes. Right when I come out, change, go to the weight room, work out. So that way I don't have to do it the next day. And then, go do some shoulder stuff in the training room, forearm stuff, any treatment I need, and then try to go to sleep. It's hard to go to sleep, but you try.
So next thing too, I know you have a walkout song. I want you to kind of walk us through that and why you chose the song and why you do this.
Yeah.
We'll actually play it here for you too. And then when the plays during the podcast, but
yeah,
what is the reason why you have this same song that you do? And
yeah, I mean, it's Holy Grail by Jay-Z, I think, and a little bit of JT. So I don't know. I was driving one day. When was this? It was.
I mean, it's a good song. Like, it's a great
it was
song. Gets me pumped.
Yeah, 23. I was rehabbing, so I was hurt coming back. So I was driving to. I want to say it was Columbus or Dayton, Ohio, one of the two.
Right.
And I'm driving, I'm like, all right, what's my walkout? I used to change my walkout every year in the big leagues. So like 2020 was, I think it was like Trophies by Drake. 21 was something else. I forget them, but I used to change them year by year. And then in 23, I was driving and I'm just kind of like, I got like 5 hours to spend. So I'm like, I'm just going to go through music and see if there's a song that I vibe with or like that kind of raises the heart rate a little bit. Yeah. Right. And I'm driving and I hear the song. I'm just like clicking next, shuffling through like music on Spotify. I just have like a random playlist going and I hear it and I'm like, oh, wait a second. I think this is the one. And plays and I'm like, okay, I'll let it go, get to the next song, whatever it was. And then I'm like, no, hold up. Let me pull it up again. Played it again. And I was like, yeah, that's the one. And that's going to be the one the rest of my career. And the lyrics are cool. I mean, if you listen to the words, it's kind of dope too. Yeah, just I think it sets the tone for me and who I am. I like listening to rap music. It's kind of what I do on days I pitch anyways. So yeah, I like that song a lot.
If I'm walking out to a song, it's got to be Dog Food, 42 Doug. It gets me going though.
Everyone's kind of got their own thing.
I played hockey all throughout college for Oakland University here, and then I was always the locker room guy. I had the music. The music was always my role.
That's the most important role on the team.
You got to be able to curate a vibe. If you can't curate a vibe, you can't curate a culture.
Yeah, if we don't have a music, like Will Vest is our music guy.
Yeah,
and if he's off that day, it's like, hey, bro,
what are you doing?
Or you just want us to lose?
Yeah.
Is like the most slept on role is the person who has the music.
For sure.
That creates the vibe every single day. Like if we have a day game or maybe the boys are a little tired, from a night to a day, like you're not going to come in and just like blast music. You play some like good morning music, whatever. I can't be the guy, but like you got to read the room a little bit and maybe a little bit of country. And then, as 11 o'clock and 12 and then all of a sudden we got Lil Wayne in Future doing something crazy at 12:30 and it's like, all right, we're ready to go.
You got to eat some into it.
But it's important. It's important.
So a thing that I always take pride in is the fade out. When the coach comes in, he starts talking to the team. It's never a direct pause. It's always a slow fade out.
Okay. So you swipe it.
Swipe low, maybe like a couple clicks.
Gotcha.
The fade out's key because if it's just an abrupt stop, it throws everybody off.
Yeah, I think that's the difference too, is like in most sports, you have a meeting every day. Yeah. Right. In baseball,
you just go.
There is no meeting.
That's
right.
Like, cool. I didn't know that.
You have like on days I pitch, I have me, the pitching coach, catching coach and catcher have a little meeting to kind of game plan what we want to do today.
Yeah.
But that's like 10, 15 minutes long. I mean, 15 minutes is way too long. If we're doing 15 minutes, something's wrong with me.
Yeah,
I'm just like overthinking everything, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like 5 minutes long, so that's the only, and hitters, they have a hitters meeting every day, but it's just to go over the starting pitcher.
Yeah.
There's never like a team meeting. There's like in spring training, we have one every day just to kind of remind ourselves what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. Cause in spring, the days get pretty grueling because these games don't matter. Nothing matters, but we're trying to act like it matters. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to do. So we have meetings every day to kind of just like make sure we're doing all the little things right and progressing. And I think that's something that AJ does a great job of too. I mean, he sets the tone in spring training, and as spring kind of gets on, the dial gets turned up a little bit and guys start to really compete during the games. Yeah. Probably the last 2 weeks, guys are really going after it. So I think that that's great for us to get going. But back to the point is like, we don't have in basketball, they have a meeting
team
before
meeting and everything. Yeah.
NFL.
You just go.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a team meeting, but like you can't have a team meeting every day because I would get sick of talking or listening every single day. Like you can't do it. But yeah, I think there is a little bit difference in there. So we just have music going all the way until everyone's out of the clubhouse, and then our clubhouse guy turns it off. So it's going the whole time.
Yeah, that's cool. And I mean, from last year on social media, I think when you guys won and you guys got into the playoffs, you had this really cool celebration where you guys did the champagne showers, you had the goggles. Walk me through a little bit of that. Like how fun was that? Is that something you guys want to go back to? Is it this year? Is it World Series, or is it a bust for Tigers? What's your opinion? Like walk us through a little bit of that.
Yeah, I think
the expectation.
Yeah, I think last year there was no expectation, right?
Yeah.
We sold at the deadline. We probably didn't play the caliber of baseball that we were capable of in the beginning of the season to put us in the point to be sellers. And then our team got hot. We got hot for 2 months and we played great baseball, and that was a ton of fun to be a part of. And when we clinched at home too, like that was insane. The adrenaline, like just those games were crazy. It's loud in there. Our outfielders can't hear each other calling for the ball. They're running into each other. Yeah. And that's how we clinch, is they run into each other and a guy catches it in right center. And I'm like, when you think about it, it's like, that's sweet because it's so loud in there that our outfielders can't hear each other. And yeah, they could have potentially dropped it, but they didn't. So who cares? And then you get champagne and you see the fans. It was just, it was a ton of fun. And I think rightfully so. Our entire team was pretty hungover the next day. And
for sure,
we end up losing
we
end up losing pretty bad. But it was fun. It was fun. The celebration was fun. The even better one was when in Houston, when we go and win the first 2 games and we're going on to the next round. That one's even more fun. As far as this year, I don't know what our magic number is or whatever to know when we're going to clinch, but at some point we will.
Yeah.
And, we have a big series against the Guardians coming up to kind of, if things go in our favor, to make some big room and make that number very small. But yeah, I'm excited to do it all again. Hopefully we do it when we win the division. Hopefully we do it again if we, get a top 2 seed. Hopefully we do it again in the DS and the CS and then the World Series. You want to be hungover like 6 times in the postseason, right? And then that's the goal. So, as far as this year, I don't even really want to start talking playoffs, World Series. Like we need to focus on tomorrow's game tomorrow. I need to focus on my next start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if we do all those things and start playing a good brand of Tigers baseball, the baseball that we know we're capable of playing, I don't see the reason why we can't win the American League and get to that stage to play in the World Series. So
for sure.
But that stuff's down the road. We need to start playing, better baseball, tomorrow.
If you could play any other position but pitcher, what are you picking?
It'd be sick to hit. It'd be so sick to hit, play every day. So much fun.
Do you have any like hitting skill or no? Or is it just like very?
You could pull up some film from 21.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's really bad. But in high school, I could hit.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad because I hadn't swung a bat in 6 years.
Yeah,
or 7 years. So that's why it's bad. In high school, I could hit. I'm sure you ask any big leaguer, they'll all be like, "Yeah, I hit in high school too, and I was pretty good." But like, I could hit in high school. I was recruited as a two-way guy, but
I mean, I've seen some pitches in high school. They're not coming in near as fast as what you're throwing.
No,
so, I mean,
yeah, I couldn't. There's no chance I could hit now. I can barely play catch with guys that throw hard. You can't see the ball. But yeah, I mean, if I could play another position, that's hard because I like being not that I'm in control of the game, but the game doesn't go unless I throw the baseball.
Yeah. So like a quarterback.
So I love that.
Ball,
yeah.
You want to be that.
I want the ball in my hand. So if I was,
for sure,
if I did not be a pitcher, I'd want to be a catcher.
So you were always playing, growing up, you played basketball too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you ever a point where you're like, hey, I'm better at baseball? Did you love basketball more? Were you like,
I loved basketball more.
Yeah.
Like I really did.
Yeah.
I grew up in a gym. My dad was a basketball coach, high school basketball coach. My older brother went and played college basketball. So that was always my goal, was to go play college basketball with him.
Yeah.
For at least a year, if not two. Like if he redshirted, I could just go in and play my freshman and sophomore year with him. So that was always the goal, was to go play college basketball. I worked out all summer in the gym, like playing basketball, working out to play basketball. And then as I got better at basketball and more athletic, I just became a better baseball player. And I started throwing harder, and that's kind of how I got recruited. But yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to say that like my first love was basketball. I mean, I love baseball, but my first love was playing basketball. Like even now when I watch college basketball and the NBA, I don't really watch NBA regular season games, but playoff games, just because I don't think they play defense at all in normal. So it's tough to watch, but NBA playoff games I can just sit there and watch them all.
You went to Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess for March Madness, when it comes to like Michigan or Michigan State, do you not care? Do you have a preference?
Like who goes further?
Or just for yourself, like if you could pick Michigan or Michigan State, are you picking any of them, or are you more loyal to your own school?
I mean, I'm an Izzo guy for hoops.
Okay.
So
cool.
It'd be a Michigan State by a landslide.
There you go, guys.
But State. For football, Michigan is
okay.
Like if I had to pick football, it'd be Michigan.
Yeah.
But I don't know whose baseball team is better. I'm sure Michigan's probably.
Shit, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure Michigan. But yeah, for hoops, I'm Michigan State. For football, I'm probably a Michigan fan.
Cool.
I don't know if you can be that, but
yeah, that might get you some. Yeah, you're a Michigan and Michigan State fan.
I guess. Yeah,
I'm
not from here, so I guess I don't get to wear any of that.
So yesterday we asked our community to come up with a few questions that they wanted to ask you. So I'm gonna pick a few random ones, and then some of the most picked ones that were asked. I guess this one was pretty interesting, but how many Tarik Skubals would it take to take down one silverback gorilla?
Oh, dude, 1,000?
You be honest with me. You think see me? Six of me.
Six of you.
Six of me. See? Not by size. I'm outsmarting this. Like to me, it's a one-on-one. Like
so there's no weapons.
No weapons. Like me. Like I look at the ground. Sand right in its eye. I
don't think you understand how big these animals are.
One silverback gorilla.
Have you ever, when's the last time you've been to a zoo?
Probably the last time I've been to a gym.
Okay.
What, 05, 06?
Yeah, okay. Maybe? So these animals are huge.
Oh, they're massive, eh?
Yeah. And they can, one punch, you're done, bro. They fight each other and they don't kill each other. No, you know what I mean? It's like
because I was crunching numbers yesterday. I saw this and I was crunching a few numbers. And
how much do they weigh? Do you know how much they weigh?
Let me see. How much does one silverback gorilla weigh? Because that is a big factor.
An important question. Weight is going to matter in this. I think the only way you win is they get tired. You have to outlast them, and just when they get tired and they quit.
Because I'm crazy with the speed. So a typical silverback weight 430 pounds, 5 feet tall. Bro.
No, it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Yeah, okay.
So 1,000 of you.
Maybe not 1,000. Maybe this will be a good question for the clubhouse tomorrow. I'll see what they got to say. But 50.
50's good. 50's good. Maybe your only weapon is a baseball. You get 50 baseballs. Make it.
I don't think a baseball is doing a thing to this thing. I really don't.
Pissing them off even more.
Yeah, I think they'll rip you in half. If they grab you by your arm, they're going to rip your arm off.
Brutal.
And now you're down an arm.
Yeah,
you're done.
Down an arm.
6 of you, hell.
You need at least 2 arms each.
Hell no.
For
6
sure.
of you, no way. 6 of me, no way. 6 of anybody, no way.
The next question would be, if you could switch lives with any athlete, any sport for one day, what would it be? Do you have an all-time favorite athlete too?
Yeah, I think Tiger Woods is probably my one athlete.
You go to.
If I could switch him, prime Tiger, that feeling of what he did. That's got to be the most dominant peak of any athlete, right? Yeah, I mean, I play. I don't know if I golf.
Yeah.
I'll go shoot a 90. Like, it's not good. It's not a good brand.
90. I see, like, I just shot at like a 120 the other day. So
see, do you say you
that's
golf?
not even golf. No, see, some days it's a low 90, some days it's a high 120. Like, there's some
and
courses.
You have no idea what the difference is.
No idea.
Yeah, see, like, I'll shoot a 82 and I have no idea what the difference between an 82 and a 97.
You do golf.
Yeah, it's not that good.
If I got an 82, I think I'd quit my day job and become a pro golfer. Like, I'd train every single day.
You think that, and then the next day you go out and you shoot a 95 and you're like,
or a 125 for, it's $1 a stroke at some courses.
Yeah, I think Tiger would be like the peak athlete, awesome. to switch a job or like any NFL quarterback. But at the same time, like, Tiger's not getting hit by Myles Garrett or Aiden Hutchinson or any of those guys, Brian Brandt, like, he's not getting hit by any of these guys.
For sure.
So I'd rather just go walk a golf course and, hit my golf ball around and not have to worry about a guy literally trying to take my head off.
Yeah. I think for me, I do love hockey, but, from like the social status and how big they are in the world, it's not like, doesn't get enough credit. So for me, it's always like a pro soccer player. I feel like those guys just live like the coolest lifestyle.
Yeah. If you could go swap with Ronaldo. Yeah. Like that'd be, or Messi.
Are you a Ronaldo or Messi fan? If you could pick.
I'm probably Messi.
Yeah.
Because of the Argentina World Cup.
Okay.
That was like one of the best performances I've seen in a World Cup run.
Crazy.
I know Ronaldo won one with Portugal, right?
He won a Euro, which is just
it's not as prestigious. Not the big one.
It's like his only trophy that people clown on him for that he hasn't won. But if it's me,
he went on a good run though.
He did
in like 2014 or something. It was a good run.
Yeah.
But
he's got one more left, so I think he's going to be a part of the squad when it comes to the U.S.
Yeah, but now he's like he barely plays. Right? He barely played in the last World Cup, right?
Yeah.
I think like what Scotty Scheffler's doing right now.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this is the best golfer of all time, and then you go look at Tiger Woods, and it's like, yeah, he did that for like 7 years.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like even like or like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan would be a sick guy to swap lives with.
Who do you think's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan?
Michael. If LeBron wins another one, though, I think
he's got to be a little more.
I think if he wins another one, I think
he
wins another one in LA. I think that he's probably the greatest of all time and the greatest of my generation, which I can claim. I didn't get to watch Michael like I do get to watch LeBron.
For sure. What about favorite food spots? Jason was telling us you're a foodie.
Yeah, I mean, I like to eat. I don't know if I'm a foodie, but I like to eat good food.
Yeah.
Food spots here
in Detroit. Some people, they live to eat. Some people eat to live. Like me, I'll spend my last dollar on a good meal. I love grub.
Here would probably be She-Wolf.
Okay.
That place is really, really good. Everything's fresh, made right there. I'm spaced on the chef's name right now. Chef Anthony, I think his name is.
I went there for Valentine's Day last year. So.
But yeah, he takes care of any like athletes, Tigers players. You let him know you're coming in and takes care of a ton of, just starts throwing food on you that you don't even know what it is, and you just eat it, and it's really good. She-Wolf is probably the one, for me in Detroit.
Awesome. Hardest batter that you faced. Is there anybody that sort of had your number? I mean, arguably, we can say this, the best pitcher in the MLB currently. Who is somebody that you said to yourself is like, it's going to be a good matchup between you?
You got no answers, yeah. I mean, there's a few actually. Like, there's a few guys that handle.
You don't have to give them credit if you don't want to.
No, I will. I'm not afraid of that. I don't care. I think Salvador Perez is one of those guys. Aaron Judge is one of those guys. Brent Rooker in Sacramento is one of those guys. I mean, Jose Ramirez for Cleveland is never like a fun at bat just because he's on kind of everything all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm sure if you went and looked at their career numbers, it'd probably be pretty heavily in favor of them. Like Aaron Judge, I think has hit 3 homers off me and a double. So just that right there and like 14 at bats that's insane. But he's also the best player in the league, or you could argue that he's him, Ohtani, Schwarber. Those guys are kind of the best hitters in the league. So
yeah.
It's good that I'm like, at least it's one of the best players in the league that consistently seems to find barrel on the ball. But
for sure,
yeah, one of those 3 guys is probably the best.
It's like a chess match every time you go up with them. Do you game at all? Like, are you a gamer, like a relaxation?
Yeah. I mean, I play Call of Duty. That's kind of the only game I play. I think. Yeah. I used to play a lot of sports games, but.
Are you sweet at Call of Duty, or are you like a casual? Like, cause I'm a heavy gamer.
I'd like to think I'm good.
Okay.
Like I think I'm above average for sure.
Yeah. You got like the Elite controller, or you?
Yeah, I'm scuffed.
Okay.
I mean,
there you go. So that's how you know he's elite.
I'm good. I'm good. I can hang with anybody. You know,
I love that.
Yeah, I think I'm a solid gamer. Me
and my boys have like a group of like 15 to 20 of us, and we started our entire league. So it's very competitive between us. Between that, I play. I'm in a pro NHL esports team. So like the video game.
Oh, so you say you play pro, like you play NHL, like
esports? Yeah. So that's the one thing. Call of Duty is a whole different animal, but the one thing I still play is NHL. That's like my like side life. You know, that's what makes the bills.
So that game's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun at some points, but once like the game starts bugging out, you know, it gets frustrating. But yeah, no, I do love Chell. I love FIFA's always a good one of ours, and then Call of Duty.
FIFA's fun.
I never got into that.
I've never been like FIFA. You have to spend a lot, like those other games. You have to spend a lot of time, like, to understand which buttons to press to do certain moves and do certain things with certain guys.
Yeah.
And that's just a lot of, like, I used to play a ton of Madden, like in college.
Yeah.
I'd play like Madden ranked, and like I played a ton of Madden. I love that game. But then like Fortnite kind of took over, and I played a ton of Fortnite. And now kids are like way too good at Fortnite. So I don't understand. Just Call of Duty and just pray to not get a hacker in your lobby.
Everybody's looking out for V-Bucks nowadays. It's like, it's like insane. The common currency of anybody after 15.
Fortnite's insane. Those guys are insane.
And then I guess last question that was the most asked question that we got from our fans. I think everyone's been kind of asking and wondering what's next for you in Detroit. Are you staying?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Obviously, there's a business side of the game that's not as good as or as beautiful as just like the baseball side, right? Just like going out and playing. So there's a business aspect that goes into it. I hope so. I love playing here. I've had a ton of fun since, I was drafted here. I'd love to spend my entire career. I think that's really cool when athletes get to do that. As far as being able to do it, I can't answer that. I don't know. I'd love to be here. I don't get to write my own contracts and kind of do what I want, right? So there's that business side of the sport that gets a little...
it's not the fun stuff.
Yeah, it gets a little messy, and you see it all the time, right? I hope I'm here, though. I really do. I love playing here. The fans are great. They've treated me and my family incredible. The organization is great. I truly have fun every day going into work. And I don't think a lot of people in the world can say that. So that's something that I don't take for granted. But
absolutely,
there's some stuff that goes into it that is out of my control. And I wish it wasn't. But yeah, it's kind of a long-winded answer of saying, I don't know, but I hope so.
For sure. Well, we appreciate the honesty, and we hope you stay in Detroit. We always love seeing you play, and I think you've built yourself a massive name in this city. So, Jason, you got to make some things work over here and get it all set. But, I appreciate you being our first guest. This is really big for the Sonic community, and especially going forward. So
I appreciate it.
I appreciate having you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.